Well, if you were with me last time, you know that I had a tractor issue, and I went and grabbed a bite to eat. I just got back, and we're gonna see if it'll start. Something I didn't say that I noticed when I shut this thing down. I shut it down quick because it had a beeping noise that popped on, and then it said stop, and I noticed that the gauge on the thermostat for the radiator was hot, and I went ahead and just pulled the PTO arm down. It's a manual PTO, mechanical, and I shut the engine off. What I noticed was that the PTO felt like it kept spinning even though I had disengaged it. I don't think it disengaged. That's my concern. It had an issue engaging yesterday, and I'm afraid maybe it's not disengaged. And if it didn't disengage, it's not going to start. It's not even going to try to start. So let's go in there and figure this out. Alrighty. So yeah, you can see that I pulled the PTO lever back. It's been sitting here for about, I don't know, hour and a half or so. Let's get the key on, turn this air off. See, it shows the PTO engaged right there, that light. So I'm shifting the, okay, it went off. Excellent. Let's see if that's gonna start. Oh, we got this up. Let's pop this into neutral. Okay, well, it did not disengage the first time. I moved it a couple of times and you saw that light went off. About a year and a half ago, this thing did not disengage, and it took me a couple of days of coming back. If I remember, there's a video, it's all about that. I had a service guy come out. He stuck like a pry bar up underneath the tractor. He kind of jiggled some of the mechanical connections there, and we didn't know it did anything, but it ended up being fine. It's been fine since then until yesterday. But I have another problem. As I mentioned before, it overheated. That stop light right there came on, and it had beeped, and my gauge was all the way up to the first line there where the red is beginning. And I'm not sure what caused that. I'm gonna get this thing on up to the up to the barn, and we're gonna park it, and then I'm gonna check the coolant and everything. And so yeah, let's go. It might help if I put the hood down. We're gonna raise up the Rhino a little bit and just move on up the road. Now, needless to say, we are not going to be finishing cutting today due to the fact that, well, number one, it's about to rain out there, and number two, like I said, this thing overheated. We got to figure out why. See if we can get some air on. I'm going to keep an eye on, we got a little way to go, so we'll keep an eye on this gauge here and just make sure that it doesn't get up there. I think we'll be fine just getting up here to the barn, and then I'll have to walk myself back down here to the truck. So the temperature is perfect. It stayed fine. I mean, we've only been driving for about 5 minutes up here, whatever. But yeah, that's no issue. We'll see what that coolant level is and pick it up and go from there. So before I even check the coolant, I'm gonna go ahead and blow all this junk off of here, because it's gonna rain and we don't want it to pour down rain and just soak it up, turn into a 6-inch mat. So let's get that cleaned off. Pop this hood open. Got to get on the other side to see the coolant. Let's climb up on this tire here. All right. So if I remember, the coolant right in here. However, I am not seeing it well. Let's see if I can get this cap off. Based on what I can tell, stick my finger in there, but I think it's full. Yeah. And it's warm, but it is full. So we're not low on coolant. I'll tell you, it was getting bogged down out there with the grass so tall, but I've gotten bogged down before, and I've never ran hot before. So I don't know. I'll just have to mow with it again next time and just keep a close eye on the gauge itself, because I wasn't watching the gauge, but we will from now on. So never a dull moment here at the lovely place, that's for sure. Can't get one thing done without 2 or 3 other things popping up normally. Let's get this thing cranked up and get it up there and put it to bed by the barn. Even though this is a very short video, for me it's been a long day, because in the previous video we cut a lot of the field, and we had some really awesome drone footage so you could see the land from above, and it was kind of cool. But we ran into a couple of problems as we went along, and this is the ending of that particular day. I'm going to be coming back to finish cutting the field. This will be day 3. I've been limited each day for different reasons, but we'll get it knocked out this next time. Just hoping that I have no more issues with the PTO or with this tractor overheating. So we're gonna pull it up here right in front of the security camera, leave it set for a minute until we get back, and then we can once again finish up the field. Let's get back over here to the truck, pick it up, drive back over there, and make sure everything's locked up and good to close down for a day or two while we get some heavy rain. You guys probably know I live almost about an hour away from the land here, and just talked to Mrs. Lovely, and she said that it is thundering, lightning, and storming back at the house, and it's on its way here. So we got to get going soon. Just a quick talk before I get on the road. We've got a lot to do. I was gonna say we got a lot left to do, but we've got a lot to begin. So, you know, just a couple weeks ago, I was able to get up here and trim this front yard. It's already grown back. I wasn't able to get over there. That's up to my head right there. Can you see that? Look at this stuff. Yeah. And the barn, which is the future tiny house, has a lot of work left to be done so that we can actually turn it into a place that we can come up here and stay and call it home. And we are looking forward to that. So that's coming. I appreciate you coming around, and we're all locked up. I appreciate you coming around and hanging out with us, because, you know, we missed a lot of time with y'all, and we're just glad that we're back together. And we're happy to be here at the lovely place, and we're happy to get started on this. And we're gonna stay busy. So come with us, let's get busy, and we'll see you next time. God bless you, take care. All right, let's go home.